I really don't like to approach the Bible denominationally because there's a reason it's called the living word. And that means that God is speaking to all of us. The only question is, are we listening? And it doesn't matter if you're a child, an older person, black, white, male, female, from Egypt or from Austria or from the United States. It doesn't matter. It's our spiritual receptivity to that word. So I'm much more interested in unlocking a door that has a lot to do with the history, the politics, the geography, the context, so that you and I can step really back through, you know, 20 centuries to a period that's very unlike our present day and yet is very like our present day. The costumes are different, the geography is different, the way people earn their living is different. But what's not different is people had relationship issues, they had health issues, money issues, job issues, exactly what we face today. I think the difference is we're living in such a secular culture. You know, that term secular humanism. That's all about man at the center. And I think for Jews and Christians, these are their sacred text. What Christians call the Old Testament, or Jews call the Hebrew Bible, and Christians call the New Testament. Those sacred texts have really been the basis of Western civilization. And they've helped people through the centuries. But I grew up in a time when it was less and less cool to know the Bible, know anything about religion, and as a result, I've lived in a very urban part of the United States that's on a very fast track. I was in a business consulting role for 20 years with some of the top companies in the United States, went all over the world with them, worked with their top executives, and the thing I came to see more and more, everybody has issues and everybody wants to solve problems. And the higher you go in organizations, the more stress there is and the more intense those issues get. So I began to realize that my love for the Bible, the way it answered my questions, my relationship issues in a marriage, my relationship with parents, with siblings, with business associates, with nieces and nephews. I've never had children, but I've been sort of the auntie for a lot of people and a mentor for a lot of young people. The Bible was my go-to answer book. And I began to realize it simply isn't for so many people because they don't know it. So we live in a time, unlike, say, the 19th century when Abraham Lincoln or a Mark Twain, those people were raised on the Bible. That's just not the case today. So I look at these incredibly intelligent, thoughtful, talented business people, community leaders, and they're almost biblically illiterate. Do they still have issues? You bet. Where do they go? And I think where a lot of them go, they're not finding answers. And gradually, as the years went on, people began to ask me kind of quietly and privately, why are you happy? Why do you seem peaceful? Do you have spiritual practices? What are they? I've been in an area professionally where many, many people have turned to Asian religions, which is fine. But that wasn't my answer. It's not where I really found peace and solutions and healing, transforming solutions. So I began to talk about my love of the Bible. And that led to people asking if, do you ever speak publicly? And more I got invitations. Then I went back to seminary 30 years after I thought I would. And it's just led to the most wonderful new career. And part of why I founded Bible Roads, because I'd love for all people to begin to find answers in the Bible and be able to penetrate what otherwise seems like a pretty foreign world.